So in First Kings, I noticed, when it talks about Jezebel being thrown by the dogs and, Ahab's children were spared. Well, Elijah announces Ahab's doom. What we're living today is what will happen. Elijah is the fire. He used to call down fire from God in the days of old. Well, that's being a son of thunder these days, because that's not in love. God doesn't come to destroy with fire from the heavens. It's the thoughts. So you have to plant seeds of goodness to overtake the bad parts. And they accept or they don't. Well, with Ahab being greedy and taking land by force that was given to him by his wife Jezebel, well, if Jezebel's thrown down, let's see what happens. And the word of the Lord came to Elijah the Tishbite, saying, Arise, go down to meet Ahab, king of Israel, which is in Samaria. Behold, he is in the vineyard of Naboth, whither he had gone down to possess it. And thou shalt speak unto him, saying, Thus saith the Lord, Hast thou killed, and also take possession? Thou shalt speak unto him, saying, Thus saith the Lord, In the place where the dogs licked the blood of Naboth, the dogs shall lick the blood of thine. And Ahab said to Elijah, Hast thou found me, O my enemy? And he answered, I have found thee, because thou hast sold thyself to work evil in the sight of the Lord. Behold, I will bring evil upon thee, and will take away thy prosperity, and will cut off from Ahab him that pisseth against the wall, and him that shut up and left in Israel. And I will make thine house like the house of Jeroboam the son of Nebat, and like the house of Baasha the son of Ahijah, for the provocation wherewith thou hast provoked me to anger and made Israel to sin. And of Jezebel also spake the Lord, saying, The dogs shall eat Jezebel by the wall of Jezreel. Him that dieth of Ahab in the city the dogs shall eat, and him that dieth in the field shall the fowls of the air eat. But there was none unlike to Ahab, which did sell himself to work wickedness in the sight of the Lord, whom Jezebel his wife stirred up. And he did very abominably in the following idols, according to all the things as the Amorites, whom the Lord cast out before the children of Israel. Now there's a respite. This is where there's a moment of calm, I guess is the way to put it, to have a break. And it came to pass, when Ahab heard those words, he rent his clothes and put on sackcloth upon his flesh, and fasted, and lay in sackcloth and went softly. You got to think, when you're sackcloth and ashes, when you're busted and you've been found out, you repent not just from the mouth but from the heart. So the word of the Lord came to Elijah the Tishbite, saying, Seest thou how Ahab humbleth himself before me? Because he humbleth himself before me, I will not bring evil in his days, but in his son's days will I bring evil upon his house. The Father will allow evil and wicked to repay when he turns his face, for he cannot see anything that is not of him. That is how pure his love is. That's where we're at. Their kingdom is thrown down. And today, before I had came up here, there were 3 hawks flying over, red-tailed hawks. And they were fighting and dive-bombing each other. I'll see if I can get a good picture and post it on the community page, or maybe post one of the videos. But the time is here. The time is now.